Good morning, everybody. Well, at least it's morning to me. We are in the Coronet, and we've got something a little different today. Instead of working on the Coronet, we're actually going to take the Coronet on a little road trip. We got to take the Coronet, drive it about 40 miles. We're going to pick up my friend Scott. Then we're going to drive it to Paul's house and give Paul a ride in it. And you'll find out why in a little bit. All right, well, we got all fueled up with fuel and heading out of town now, so here we go. See how the old girl does. Brake burning. To the next town over, no problems after the brake issue was fixed. All right, well, we got Scott down. Say hi, Scott. Hello. We got Scott, got him picked up, and we are off to see Paul. So Scott, how long ago did you meet Paul, and what were the circumstances surrounding that?
Oh, that's a good question. So, I have to think, it's been a long time. Paul and I work for the same company, and there's a restaurant in town that we would go to. Actually, that Paul and a small group of guys were going to. They would do it every Tuesday and every Thursday. And a friend of mine would sometimes go with them, and he invited me. And the first time I went to that was probably around 2002, maybe a little earlier, 2001. And I met Paul for the first time at that lunch. I work up in the engineering section of our company, and Paul's also an engineer, but he worked back in the manufacturing side of our company. And we hit it off really, really well. And so once or twice a week I would eat lunch with Paul, and I've done that as much as possible for the last 21 years.
So just so you guys know what's going on with Paul, about, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Something like that. Same year that Paul retired, he was diagnosed with lung cancer, I believe it was. And they treated him for a while, kind of went into remission. He was doing pretty good, and then it came back, and there's basically nothing that they can do for him now. He has stopped all treatments, and he told us the other day that he's probably not going to be coming to lunch pretty soon anymore. So we wanted to ask him the other day, hey, would you like to have a ride in the Coronet? He said yes, and so we made it happen. I wasn't quite ready to run the old girl this far yet, but you know what? Kind of felt like we had to do it. So. Okay, guys. Well, we made it. We are here. Coronet did great. Very happy about that. And now we are gonna go meet Paul. All right, here we go. Okay. How you doing today, Paul?
I'm doing okay.
Well, that's good. That's good. So are you ready for your ride?
I am.
Excellent.
How's that Coronet running?
Coronet is running good.
Wow.
Well, you'll be the first person that I've given a ride to, Paul.
It's a good looking car.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, there are no seat belts in this.
Yes.
So it's old enough where they were
Optional.
probably optional at that time, yeah. So, and the door doesn't like to stay open.
65.
65. Yeah, 65. Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
Laos,
Sure.
okay.
Super.
If Joy's working today, she's going to freak out.
This is
Yeah.
quite a gizmo.
Yeah, so it basically allows you to just push it forward to move it into
Yeah.
yeah, and then back for drive, and so it's made for racing is what
Sure.
it's made for. So I haven't used it for that yet, so it's I got a few things I need to do to it yet. So.
I might have a motor's manual for this year.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Oh, so there is no heater control in here right now. It's pretty much
On.
what it is. So
Yeah, it's just on.
No, it's fine. This is cool. I rebuilt a small block Chevy 350.
uh-huh.
$500 total.
Yep, that's pretty common.
Took it over to Pointers and had it boiled. And then I found a place in Salt Lake that would sell me a flat top piston rebuild kit. I think it was $208. seat in a car like this. The guy in the back seat was injured. They put him on a backboard. The door doesn't open wide enough. So about 5 of them just grabbed the door and just folded it around against the front fender.
Oh, there you go.
That'll work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Made a straight shot.
Yep.
The person driving the car didn't know they were driving. They were so high. They were up
Oh,
against
wow.
a stone wall. She still had it floored when I got
Oh,
there.
really? Oh, wow.
She thought she was driving.
Oh. Was the engine still running, or?
Yes.
Wow.
They swerved off the right side, hit a guardrail. The guardrail caved the door in. The door hit the guy in the side of the head. I don't think he made it. He had one dilated pupil.
No.
And then they crossed the road and hit a rock wall.
Okay.
They just kept going, I thought.
Oh, wow.
Best strawberry milkshake of the last 4.
Oh,
Is it a restaurant or like a burger joint?
Burger joint.
look at this. We got a front row seat.
Boy, howdy. I'm liking that. That's perfect.
Yes, it is. Let's see. I should be able to pump a
you're-
tire.
I think you're high. You're high enough that you're not going to rub your bumper.
Tesla bottoms out before it gets before it gets to the tires. So. This is right. All right, we are in our favorite restaurants. This is where we come every Tuesday and meet up for lunch. Paul is one of the guys that comes. So we're just going to go ahead and have lunch here, and then we'll get back on the road. So we'll catch up when we're done.
Oh,
The one that they gave you. It's too wonky.
pretty smart.
Yeah. Works a lot better.
Okay.
Perfect.
What's the other lever for?
The other lever will, when you pull it back into first gear, it will it'll lock it from going into reverse. So when you're shifting, it won't let you go into reverse.
Got it.
And so to get it back up into park, you got to pull that lever back, and then it releases it, and then you can get up into
Doug's
the
lying.
park.
It ejects the passenger.
James Bond.
I knew that. It wouldn't be a bad way to go.
Be a pretty cool way to go.
Get that last brush.
Just watch out for
What kind of mileage you think you
So when they came up from Utah, they got 9.5 miles to the gallon with it. I wonder if the wind blew that off.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it did.
I think it was new because there's plastic on it.
Yep. It was one of those they were hauling somewhere.
Yep.
Up West Richland.
Yeah, I lived here on muscle cars.
Yeah. They got a nice rumble to them.
Yeah, they were.
My parents had late 60s Pontiacs, and I was telling them this car reminds me of those cars a lot.
Yeah. I wish we could go back to the 90s and buy up all those old cars that we could get our hands on, Scott.
Yeah.
Because they were going for a few $100 back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
I had a 67 Chevelle Super Sport.
Wow. That would be worth some money.
Oh God, what a beautiful car.
oh
And I
yeah.
bought it from the original owner, who was a woman. Only put 40,000 miles on it.
Holy man.
Wow.
stop sign in front of me and totaled it.
Oh no.
Well, I fixed it. I bought another car. Took the front end off and put it on. It was a different color. So everything from here up was brown.
Brown,
the rest
okay.
of it was white. Used to call it the brown noser.
I like it. That's excellent.
Anyway, I gave it to one of my aunts who needed a car.
This is your turn. There was a
You
house,
right here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There was a house on the course. They had a big tray out with golf balls. They put them out 5 cents a ball.
Wow.
And I'm sure they made quite a bit of money on that.
Probably.
You still play?
I haven't played in 4 or 5 years, but I've been thinking about getting it.
All right.
My problem is I have too many things I want to do.
That's it.
All right.
All right. Well, we had a good visit with Paul. I think we stayed there, what, about an hour or so?
Yeah.
Something like that after lunch, after we got back. One of the things that I always liked about Paul, or kind of questioned whether they were true or not, but Paul always had a story, and it seems like he always has a story about everything. And I've actually came to enjoy his stories. And gotta say, I'm gonna kind of miss him when he's gone.
Yeah.
We knew that things were getting close here a while back when Paul said, "Hey, I'm selling all my tools in my garage. Why don't you guys come on over and I'll make you a good deal on it?" So we went over and I think a truckload of stuff and a pickup and a carload of stuff and we paid him a fair price for this stuff. He wanted to sell his stuff so his wife didn't have to deal with it, and we made sure that he got a fair price out of it. It's stuff that we will and can and will use. So yeah, we are really hoping that he is around for a while yet, because but the time is coming.
Yeah.
Time is coming.
So
It's going to be hard.
it's going to be hard.
Yep.
You go into the catalog of stories associated with Paul's life, you fill a book. It's hard to know what to say given there's so much to say.
Yes. I was actually glad that we were able to catch him on camera telling a couple of these little stories. You know,
Yeah.
rebuilding a 350, and I don't remember what the other one is now. I'll remember when I go back and look at the video. But anyway, yeah, always has stories. He told several more while we were visiting him there too. But I don't know. I just didn't feel right about filming him anymore. So this video was mainly about, you know, giving him a ride in the Coronet, letting him experience that one more time before he's gone. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let you go for now. I'm gonna go drop Scott off, and then I'm gonna herd this thing back down the road, headed for home. Got Scott dropped off, and so I'm gonna head this thing back on down the road now and get her home. Hello everyone, we are back here at the whiteboard, and we did make it the rest of the way home with the Coronet without any issues. I got home, parked the Coronet, and then got ready to head to the record games the next day. I had actually postponed my trip down to Utah for a day so that I could do this video with Paul, and I'm really glad I did. As a side note, we did figure out what was going on with the brakes. So that turned out to be a problem with the proportioning valve. So I'm going to rate a question mark here, and we'll put proportioning valve on that. I will need to get one of those coming and get that replaced, and then we'll try to do it later on. When I got back, I did crank that back in again, and it locked up the back brakes just the same as it had done during the video. Since this video is pretty much a dedication to Paul, I thought it would be appropriate to show some of the items that I purchased from Paul. Over here we got a sander from him with some extra belts and discs. Bought a Lincoln welder from him, which works really, really well, by the way. Came with all the accessories, gloves, chaps, arm protection, and a new welding helmet. I already had the welding helmet, but now I got a second one. So that's good. Paul later on gave me a Chilton manual, which is for which is the year of the Coronet. So that was kind of cool. I also got a timing light from him. I didn't actually purchase those. He just gave me those later on. Also got these two Briggs & Stratton engines from him. And I kind of want to do something special with them. Something fun that I think Paul would enjoy. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but yeah, I'll see if I can figure something else out on that. So after we did this video, Paul was able to come to lunch with us twice more. The first time he was able to stay and have lunch. The second time he was so winded and tired that he was not able to stay. Him and Thelma ended up having to just get to-go boxes and head back home. So that brings us to the last part of this story. Unfortunately, it does not have a happy ending. Probably don't know, but when I do these recordings on the whiteboard, I have already edited the video footage, and we'll be publishing the video probably in 2 or 3 days. So a lot of time has went by since we recorded this video. In fact, it's been about 3 months. On Sunday, June 11th, I got a text message from one of the guys that I go to lunch with, and Paul's wife Thelma had texted him saying that Paul had passed away at his home that morning. All of his family was there, so he wasn't alone when he went. We did have a little get together. All the guys that knew Paul from work, we all got together and traded stories for Paul. I didn't feel like filming any of that because I just didn't feel it was appropriate. I guess that's it. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time.